Hey everybody, Toby Lillard here. I'm back from the first Bassmaster Southern Open on the Kissimmee chain in Florida. I want to take a quick minute to tell you about the baits that I used while I was practicing and during the tournament that helped me put a limit in the boat each day. The bait I used during practice primarily was a orange ice swim bait by the Ultimate Swim Bait Company. I threw this on a Dobbins Rods Champion Series 795 Micron Swim Bait Series rod with an Abu Garcia Revo winch 5:4:1 gear ratio. I actually threw this on fluorocarbon the entire time I was down there instead of braid, because all I was really looking for was a fish to swing on it. I just wanted to know where they were at. Maybe I could come back and get them in the tournament. During the tournament, I spent the majority of my time on Cypress Lake, which is the first lake down from Toho. And my fish came on day one on a H2O frog in black and yellow. You can find this frog at Academy Sports and Outdoors. I threw this on a Dobbins Rods Champion Series 735C and a Abu Garcia Revo SX 7.1:1. I like the 735C because it's designed specifically for a rod. It has the right amount of backbone and the right amount of tip for it. And I use the 7.1:1 because when I'm moving my frog, I'm moving with the rod, and the 7.1:1 helps me get the fish and the bait up out of the cover quickly, so I don't have to waste a lot of time going in after him. For the frog, I threw this specifically at Kissimmee grass the entire time. I couldn't get a fish to come out of anywhere else to get the frog except the Kissimmee grass. They'd come up on it, they'd blow, not take it, let the frog sit there, pop it again, and they'd come back and destroy it. Every fish that bit the frog, never lost a one. It was a really good bait, really helped me secure a limit on the first day. On day two, I couldn't get a frog bite to work for me. I think it's because we had a cold front come in that night. The temperatures dropped into the 30s that morning, and they weren't coming all the way to the top. So I switched over to a swim jig by Rattlehead Baits. I like the Rattlehead baits because it's got a free floating hook inside a brass chamber, and it gives it a rattle anytime the thing's moving through the water. I threw this on a Dobbins Champion Series 764C, and that rod is designed for light flipping, jigs, spinner baits, small swim baits, things like that. So it works out perfect throwing the swim jig on, especially around the heavy cover. I throw that on a 6:4:1 Revo SX Abu Garcia, and that's 65-pound spider wire braid I use. This bait here I also threw on Cypress. The majority of my tournament, like I said, was on Cypress. I did very little time whatsoever on Toho. Just couldn't get a real good bite going on Toho. Everything I found was down on Cypress. I didn't run down to Kissimmee because I fished Cypress before, and that's where I had the most confidence. I didn't want to try to break down a large lake like Kissimmee in the short amount of time that I had. It was easier for me to break down Cypress. But on the swim jig, there were two baits I primarily used as a trailer. One was a swinging hammer shad by Power Team Lures in a watermelon style color, and the other one was a chigger crawl. The smaller fish came on the chigger crawl, the bigger fish came on the Power Team Lures swinging hammer shad. Why, I'm not 100% for sure. I think it's because the action of the PTL swinging hammer shad is a little bit more aggressive than the chigger crawl, but you know, each bait worked out great, and it put a limit in my boat each day. The only thing I didn't get was a big bite, but hey, that's fishing. I'm very happy with the finish that I had, and I want to thank everybody for your support that you give me throughout the entire tournament. All the emails and the messages on Facebook and the text messages and phone calls, they really helped me out a lot. I really appreciate it. If you have any further questions, feel free to get a hold of me on my website at tobylillardfishing.com, or hit me up on my Facebook page at Toby Lillard Fishing. Thank you.